I went and spoke to the Vagos briefly. I spoke to Lex and Sante.
Nice.
And about this whole turf shit. They kind of like, the thing that they solidified the most is they don't like the whole turf shit. Because they want to solidify that for them it's their home. And
Yeah.
it really felt like they just want to make sure that they respect that and that we respect that. Now, with that said, they're open to our idea. We would have 4 sellers, 1 grower. They would have 6 sellers, 1 grower. And until they get their own turf, they want to collaborate with us. And when they can get their own turf, they would buy the same turf. The only issues that this could pose is if we're pushing 2 individual strain, if that affect any one of us negatively. If
More than
that's
likely.
never an issue, it's never going to be an issue. But if it is, then we talked about if that would happen too, and they said that if we get to a point where we would need to like relocate our turf, then they would help us do that with some manpower.
That's nice.
But that's only if it would be an issue that we are selling 2 different strains on 1 turf.
Yeah.
The other thing that they said is like when they get their own turf there, they wouldn't want a situation where we have like 8 people pushing on their turf, which is understandable. And I kind of told them that we're never gonna really have that because we don't even have that many people.
Yeah.
But basically, it seems like they just kind of want us to respect their home. They want to work with us. Like out of the people they know, they want to work with us the most. They just need to make sure that it makes sense for them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, my thinking is this, like the HQ app, it has like other shit on it too. It's not just the weed stuff. So I'm curious how this is like. I would be surprised if we couldn't collaborate on a turf. Maybe we'll take a little bit of a hit for doing it or something. But I don't know. I think if this relationship works, it's really beneficial, not only for us, but for them as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what they came to conclusion on. And if we're okay with then they're willing to do it. And I told them that when it comes to the computer stuff and all that shit, we're obviously willing to give them any info that we already have on it.
Yeah, makes good sense.
Thoughts, comments, concerns?
Nope. I'm
Don't
really
think so.
happy to work with them.
Okay. For it?
No, I mean, we already spoke to them.
Yeah. Okay. But this, so okay. So then we.
I mean, to be fair, I expect, like I told you guys, they're gonna want to own their own turf.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is expected, right? But
Yeah, but we already found a solution.
Well, a potential. We don't even have to put the solution in place if it doesn't become an
if
issue.
there's no negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's potential that there is, but if it isn't, then this is just really good.
Yeah.
Now, we should consider the fact that we might have to move turf in the future, and I guess we need to kind of think about what we want to do, because at that point we might have to move in on somebody else's turf, but the Vagos are willing to help us with that.
That's when the problem becomes, right? Because we have to take somebody else's turf.
Yeah.
But then that doesn't have anything to do with like the Vagos wanting their own turf, you know? That's like a whole separate problem.
Well,
that's the exact problem.
Sure. But it's irrelevant what the problem is about. The thing we need to do is we need to come up with a solution for that problem before it exists, basically. And like I said, the Vagos are willing to help us out with that when we see that problem arise. I told them that like I think this partnership is a good idea, and I think that any issue that will arise we can solve by talking like adults. And as long as we like have communication, I don't think it's ever going to become an issue. At the end of the day, like it's their home, not ours, and we're doing them a favor and they're doing us a favor in return. But we need to respect that it's their home. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So, what do we need to do to get started? Basically, is my question, Ming.
Well, first I need to go buy a chip and then add myself onto the app, and then after that, I have to buy every single person another chip.
That's $1 coin each, right?
No. So the chip costs 2,300 each.
Uh-huh.
Just for your own one. It's gonna cost $1 coin to add you to the app.
Should we just before we should we call Lex over here for this maybe?
I
We
can
can.
speak to him afterwards.
But
Why though? If we're
Man.
gonna collaborate, it makes more sense
No,
to
well, then we
have him in on
discuss
the
it between
conversation.
us first, and then once everyone's on the same page, we can discuss it with them.
Okay.
what else was I saying? It's gonna cost 1 butt coin to get our strain as well, so we can get a name. We need 10 grand to go buy the turf.
Okay.
That's a lot of fucking money, bro.
So it's
Yo,
what
man.
What? How much did you say per person? 2 or what did you say?
2.3 after
2.3 times 12 then.
Yeah.
So that's 27 plus 10. Yeah, we're looking at like about 40 grand.
Yeah, it's a lot of
But
fucking money.
we only have to pay half of that. Well, less actually. So we're gonna have to spend like maybe 15k, so no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not an issue. Is there any other cost outside of that?
No, but what we should do first, instead of so I go on the app first, I get it all set up, and then we need to get the growers on as soon as we can.
Yeah.
So
And
they
Dick
can
is
grow the
not
strain.
awake.
But it
Yeah.
costs 1 butt coin to add 1 person, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we need to wait till we have at least maybe like 3, maybe, because
Yeah.
we need to get the strain, which is 1, and then add 2 growers from the Vagos and us.
Yep.
And then
So we can
by
start
that
growing.
time, yeah, and even then, like, so they grow it, and while it's drying, we just farm the butt coin to get everybody else onto the app. It's gonna take
Okay.
like a day or 2 to dry that shit.
Yeah. Do we need everyone to be on the app?
We need the growers and the sellers, mainly the
Yeah,
growers.
the growers
okay.
and the sellers.
You want the growers on
So
there first.
Yeah. Okay.
From us, it's gonna be Dickhead the grower, and then seller me,
Okay.
Ming, Forehead, Lovemore, I think, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanna sell if possible, please. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be us 4 selling and pushing that shit. And then
But here's a problem that comes up, right? Because that app is not just for selling, right? Obviously, there's like robberies on there, and we're gonna need funny for that, right? So down the line, if you want to bring funny to whatever the fuck that shit is, you're gonna need to run the app.
yeah, that's true.
That's gonna
that's
be another
true.
issue. You know, see what I'm saying?
But this is something we can talk to Lex about, because if that's the case, they probably want that too. So maybe we could swap out like one of their sellers or something. I don't know. This is something that we should talk to them about.
Well, I mean,
why
I mean,
would I need to be on the
I
app?
made it very simple to them. I said we'll bring 6 of ours and 6 of yours, because 12 people, right?
Yeah.
We'd have space for funny
Okay.
with 6, because we can have 6 of us on the app. It'd be
Okay.
us 5 here, and Dickhead. That'll be 6.
Okay, because what he told me is he wanted 6 sellers, 1 grower. And
What?
he said that he was told that we were gonna have 4 sellers and 1 grower.
No, we just split them in the middle. We make it fair. We got 6 each, right? But that's the first way
Okay.
to deal with this. We can have funny on the app, because we're gonna
Okay.
wanna have her on the app for like the other stuff, you know.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Yo, DLB,
So
thank you for the
priority is
thank you for the
Dickhead
prime.
first,
Thank you so
and
much.
Yeah.
And then
I mean-
Ming, and then the rest of the growers, and I'll be last
There-
priority.
There's also like another point to this with how much we're gonna push. Basically, we need a more refined system of how we clean money. We need like clear logs of what's going in and out. We need clear kind of distribution of that money so that we can reinvest it into the operation, stuff like that.
Who are the main
mean-
people who clean money? It's Ming and, or is it Fanny and Forehead?
No, it's just me.
Yeah.
Well, I got my hands on another 4 washing machines for a while, so we can use that.
Well,
Yeah.
just give your rolls to Fanny, and she leaves a book here, and then writes it down how much you give her.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always
Okay.
keep track of it.